welcome back to a Brickmania review. Today we're going to be reviewing the King Tiger, or also known...
the Königstiger.
The Königstiger.
Which is German for Bengal tiger, which literally translated means royal tiger. By we, I mean the Allies, just called it the King Tiger, because this was one brute of a beast.
Because we ain't saying King is a Königstiger or whatever it is. We're going to tell you all about this beautiful kit, the possible drawbacks of it, and the awesomeness of it, the stickers, the elements, everything you need to know. And is it worth the price tag of $500 when it came out? But we'll explain a little bit of the differences. Anyway, let's get started. At the time of this release, it was $500, but that did get you another minifigure and possibly some printed elements and other stuff. But it was $500, and I don't think it's worth the $500 price tag if you would have bought it as a kit. But the instructions, whew, it's worth it. It is worth it.
There's 971 elements. It's a Dan Siskin, Cody Ocel collaboration. And it's just
a little bit of a relic of the past from Brickmania.
It's just a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I mean, this is one of the coolest tanks I've ever seen in my entire life.
The color scheme on it is beautiful with that dark green, the dark tan, and dark brown. Pretty much my three favorite colors right there, excluding sand green. But all those, like, whoa, this thing's dope. There's some custom elements on here. That barrel and muzzle brake over there is, I believe, injection molded by Brickmania. And it's very, very cool. You got a 360 rotating turret, which doesn't really want to turn all the way. It's just a little rickety, and, you know, I might need to squash it down more or something, but I'm kind of afraid to because the turret design's a little fragile. But if you're not playing with it all the time, it's beautifully displayed. The tracks are definitely rollable, like this. That's the German Iron Cross. So it's 271 Tiger, right?
See?
Some, I guess these are fuel stuff, I would imagine. Easily, but it can be done. You can lift this up panel to get inside to the interior. Yes, you heard that right. There's an interior.
There is. Stingy. And room for 2 minifigures, as you're going to see in a minute.
Possibly even more. But, anyway, getting that closed, you can take off the turret, which this turret is freaking incredible. All those stickered elements there. So you have an MG34 machine gun there, and that turret, and yes, it does 360 rotate. But then if you take that off and take up this panel,
look at that engine.
Yeah, dark red in there. Surprisingly enough, another one of my favorite colors. Beautiful engine detail, and that's just incredible. And then if you move on to the other side of the tank, you have room for 2 minifigures, as Dave said. So yeah, this is a beautiful model.
King Tiger is just one of the most awesome tanks ever made. It had the Tiger One's armor, but then it had the profile, the sloping profile of the Panther medium tank. This was a bad boy. 70 tons we're talking about. But at 70 tons, it was way, way overweight and monstrously expensive to build. In today's dollars, it would cost about $4.5 million to build one of these things. It had a short cruising range of about 170 miles, and its top speed was about 25 miles an hour. It broke down often. It was developed late in the war. It first came into its own in around 1944. There were 492 of these things built. There would have been more, but the Allied bombing kind of took out the factory where they were making these things. It was unbeatable in combat if it ever made it into combat. It could take out any Allied tank with its 88mm gun, and its front armor was basically impenetrable to any hit whatsoever. Let's see, what else can I tell you? There were 150 of these in the Battle of the Bulge. Most of them got wiped out in that conflict. Had a crew of 5, and there's only one working tank in the world right now, and it's at a museum in France. And if there's no other reason to go to France, well, there's one. We got to go and see this thing in action. It's just in real life, it was just a behemoth, and this model is just off the charts great. I think it's my favorite Tiger tank model of all time.
Yeah, so compared to a minifigure, it's pretty huge, and I doubt it was actually that big,
it was
honestly.
Big.
You could fit 20 minifigures along the side of this. Now, to recreate what we have here, you don't have to go on eBay or somewhere and buy a $500 kit from eBay or something like that. You don't have to do that. You can buy the instructions, which we'll put up on screen right now. You also have to buy the muzzle brake and the turret and a couple other brick arm pieces and stuff like that. So, you know, not looking at too much money, but you are looking at a little bit. And then with the pieces, of course, dark green and dark brown being kind of a more of the expensive side of colors. I don't know how much money you're talking, but probably maybe 100, 150 maybe.
Yeah, at least. I ordered, in order to cut down on shipping costs, I usually order pieces for 3 models at a time. So I don't specifically know how much these pieces cost, but my guess is it was under 150 bucks.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, depending on the market right now with pieces and stuff, you know, if you order this a year ago or a year from now, it's going to be totally different than what it is now, but I would say $150.
And then there was a sticker pack. And as Joshua mentioned, the muzzle brake and the actual gun itself.
Yes. So
worth every penny.
Yeah, definitely. Really, really cool. Dan Siskin and Cody Ozell, you did a really good job, and I'm glad to add it to my collection.
I want to add some more. I want to recreate the 150 that were at the Battle of Bulge. Wouldn't that be an awesome mock? 150 of these bad boys.
Yeah, if you're paying for it, we'll do it.
Dream.
Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.